Hey, welcome to Rust Revival Garage. My name is Tim. If you've been around the channel for a while, you know I'm always working on something. Going through some things right now, but kind of wanted to change things up a little bit. Going to be a little bit of a different kind of video. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get to it. This is my 1968 Pontiac Le Mans, and finished the wiring. Everything worked. I'm really excited. So the next step for me is to get this car the rest of the way put back together. So I had the engine out last winter, got it all cleaned up, new timing chain, new bunch of different stuff basically, but I needed to go ahead and put the rest of it together. I need to get the radiator back in. I need to get everything all set up, spark plug wires, all of that. The problem is I'm just in kind of a rut. I finished up the rewiring project, which was pretty big and took me quite a long time. Had some issues with my Jeep, a lot of rust problems, got that taken care of, and it kind of wore me out. Holidays, and then we get into the cold weather, and I think I had a video recently where I whined about it being a little too cold to be outside, but basically it's just been really hard for me to get back into it, and I really only have to do a bunch of small things. But one of the things that I think will actually help me, this is the first video I've had in 10-11 days, and according to the YouTube algorithms, you're supposed to have one out at least once every week. So again, you can kind of see I'm just a little bit behind, but a friend did a really nice thing for me. Buddy gave me some stuff. He's moving to another country, and he is a bit of a gearhead too, and he gave me a lot of the tools and stuff that were left over from his garage. And so I just really kind of wanted to look through that today, see what he's got. I'm just kind of hoping to recharge myself a little bit. Yeah, like I said, it could be the cold weather, it could be just the whole seasonal whatever, but again, it's just been hard for me to come out here and do the work that I'm supposed to be doing. I need to take this car on the Hot Rod Power Tour in June. And to be honest, it really hasn't been on the road for more than a quarter of a mile in 23 years. So to take it on 1,500 miles, I got a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to go through and see what extra goodies I have. It may be stuff I can't use and don't need, but it may be also stuff that can help me out. And just kind of wanted to see what all he had. So pretty much here's all of the things he dropped off, and I kind of wanted to just go through and see what all's in here. So I don't have a ton of room in my garage. I figured I would bring everything out to my car barn. This is sort of a little garage I put in my backyard. Definitely have a lot more room out here. So let's dive in. First, just want to drop a real quick note, Jeremy. I know you do watch the channel occasionally, and I wanted to say thank you very much for thinking of me for these tools. I really do appreciate it. I will put them to good use, and I really hope you enjoy your life out of the country. Hopefully you'll have a good time, safe time, and you have to come back and see us. So yeah, part of me wanted to make this video to sort of see if I can generate a little more spark and get a little more excited about getting back out to that garage and working on that Pontiac and making videos. Like I said, I think I just may be a little tired, and I just needed some motivation. So please bear with me. But let's see what's in here. A lot of this stuff, he gave me some descriptions, but I'm really seeing a lot of this stuff for the first time, just like you will. All right, first thing up. I like that. Could always use good decorations, especially here in the car barn. Oh my god. Bottle jack, 12-ton hydraulic, seems to be working just fine. Yeah, that's nice. You can always have an extra jack. This looks like it is wheel chocks. These are the nice kind. These are actually from Summit, it looks like, and they are the big heavy-duty rubber ones. So that is very cool. I've got a couple of cheap plastic ones, and now I've got 4 really nice ones. That's awesome. What else is in here? This might be battery charger. Very cool. I have one, but this one is seemingly a little newer than the one I've got, but that's neat. Battery charger. Some straps. Extension plug. Scraper. Cables. This might be with the battery charger, most likely. Again, some more straps. So there's that one. These look like the little body mount pieces. Here's some more here. Push type retainers. Push them in. This actually says GM and Chrysler. I got a GM, so maybe that'll come in handy. Oh! Now, here is a 6-inch cutoff saw. Chicago Electric Power Tools. Yeah. Clean this one up. That will be a nice addition to my toolkit. Oh yeah, you can always use a crowbar. It looks like he's got a lot more of these little plastic pieces for body work. Toyota Mazda push type rivets. Oop, I'm losing them. Some halogen bulbs. Hella. What else we got in here? Now this is looking good. I do not have large wrenches. And look at this. 27 millimeter, 22 Craftsman. Someone did a little welding work on this one. But the other end is in still pretty good shape for a 1-inch. Another welding job on this one. Pittsburgh, it's a 7/8. What else we got in here? (13/16), 17 and 16 mil, 11/16s. Oh, let's see. Oil change. Let's get some little clippers here. A lot of wrenches. Scraper always comes in handy. These are always good to have extras. Screwdriver set, paint can openers. Always need those. A set of these are handy. Awesome. So these are like a lot of just the smaller tools. Ah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Got the little angle on it. I do not have anything like that. So cool. Pretty happy there. Also, he gave me a slide hammer set. And he said he used it one time. Yeah. Got the instructions in there. Looks pretty brand new. I mean, except for the styrofoam. Awesome. An Evercraft slide hammer puller set. Something I've always kind of needed, and this will most certainly come in handy. Let's take a look in here. This is a tool that you can use to sort of pump things up, and so I could drop this down and say gear oil. Use this to then pump it down into the gearbox. Some gloves, still some in there. Let's see, some bulbs. Oh, after doing my rewiring project, these kinds of things are always going to come in handy because there are probably some bulbs that I did not change out, but there is a good selection of them. Who knows if any of them are for the sizes I need? Doesn't seem like it, but it may come in handy. I've got a couple of different kinds of cars. I got a Jeep and I've got the Acura, my 68 Le Mans, the truck. So a lot of this stuff could really come in handy. A little bit of wire. What else do we have in here? Ah! Pickle fork. Some electrical tape for your oil filter. Another one for the oil filters. Grease gun. Nice small one. I had one like this previously. This one is not locked up. That's good. Probably have too many of these, but again, I can actually restock my car barn out here and leave the one that's in my other garage, so I definitely will always have access. Oh, this is an air gun of some kind. Impact wrench. I do not have a compressor. If I were to get a compressor, this would come in handy. And another oil filter tool. Not sure what this is. Looks like a little clamping vise. What else we got in here? Another oil filter tool. Never been out of a container. A clutch alignment tool. Now I've got that Jeep and it is a manual. This will definitely come in handy for me at some point. What else we got in here? Oh, that's always good to have. To check your air. This is a flange tool. Now I'll have to look this up and see what all I can do with this. What else is in here? Oh, look at that. Oh, it's broken, but it's a Dwell-Tac voltmeter. Interesting. Too bad this got cracked, but I think it looks like it still works. I can pull that out and yeah, this is really cool. Very old school. And another timing light. A SunPro inductive timing light. What else we got in here? For your O2 sensor. And a fifth oil filter tool. Jeremy, you bought too many damn oil filter tools. Sockets always come in handy. Looks like maybe for a propane torch. And a little dolly piece for your hammer and dolly. This is cool because I actually did buy from Amazon Marketplace a hammer kit, and it did not have any dollies with it, so this will come in handy. All right, last box to take a look at. Certainly some gauges. I'm wondering if this is for air conditioning. I think it might be. Don't really know how to use this at all, but could come in handy for me. All right, what is this? This weighs about 20 pounds. Oh, very cool. I think this is used to press things out. Yep. Basically, I think I would be screwing this in to sort of press bearings in, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. Let me know down in the comments below. But this weighs a ton. What else we got in here? Carbon steel tap and die set, Pittsburgh, and it's metric. So that's cool. Fairly complete, doesn't look like it's been used a whole lot, so that's awesome. I do have metric stuff with my truck. The 85 C10 is half metric, half SAE. My Jeep is a lot of metric, and so is my daughter's Acura, so this could certainly come in handy for me. And it looks like the last of this, oh, there's a puller. Yep, part of the puller kit. Allen wrenches, great selection of them actually. There's a lot in here. And it looks like some impact sockets. Oh, these are always going to come in. 32 mil, 27. This is awesome. Let's see, you know, just your basics, but what I'm really liking is the fact that there are a lot of sockets in here. I've got a socket kit in the toolbox in my truck. I've got the other toolbox in my other garage, and hopefully this can give me a fairly decent complete set of sockets for out here in the car barn. Drill bits, there's a little bit of everything in here, even some springs. Awesome. Yeah, so I'm going to go through and clean up a lot of this stuff, see what all I need. I certainly need to fill up my toolboxes that are back here. These are almost empty. So yeah, a lot of this stuff is really going to come in handy. So what I kind of wanted to point out with going through a lot of this stuff is, guys and girls, think about what you're going to do with your tools. If you've got a kid who loves cars and is into it, you're all set. You have no problem. But you may actually realize, like in my case, I've got two daughters. They probably wouldn't want anything to do with these tools, and I'm not getting any younger. It's a fact. But you might want to think, hey, what's going to happen to all my tools? What's going to happen to all this equipment? Keep somebody in mind. You never know who you might want to give your stuff to, and let them know. And let your spouse know, let your kids know, hey, my buddy Ryan, my buddy Fred, this girl Shirley, she's going to get all my tools if anything happens to me. It's kind of important because you want these tools to go to somebody who is going to use them, somebody who's going to enjoy them, somebody who knows what to do with them, and is not just going to drop them on Marketplace in little packages for $10 and $12 each. Get your tools to somebody who will be able to use them. If you don't know anybody, reach out to car people that you follow on channels. Reach out to whatever. I don't know. Just try to think about the fact that at some point you don't have a will that's going to specifically talk about your tools. I mean, you just don't. Nobody does. And most people end up just opening it up and having the yard sale or an estate sale, and somebody comes out and collects that stuff. But I've got a buddy across the street. Something happens to me, he gets my tools. I mean, I've already told him that. It's very important because, again, you just want to make sure they go to somebody who is going to get the most out of them, somebody who could use this stuff. He and I are borrowing tools from each other all the time, so I know there's stuff of mine that he could use if something happens. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you aren't a member of the channel already. I am going to get back to that Pontiac. I am going to get it started back up. I am going to get it on the road, and I am going to do the power tour in that car. Like I said, in the past 23 years, it's gone a quarter mile, maybe a half a mile. And so I need to get it back together, get it running, do the test runs, do all of that. So if you can subscribe and follow along and even go with me on the power tour, I'd really appreciate it. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or want to share anything. I'd appreciate it. And thank you very much for tuning in. We will catch you next time.